broadcast live stream by IcePhire playing Gems of War. It's a pleasure to see all you out there. Not sure how long I'm going to play today. I got lots I want to do, but I had someone reply to the last live stream, and I really appreciate that. Everyone who watches and everyone who takes the time to reply. And this person was Boomstick Fancy Pants. I love that name. And they suggested an alternate Frostmage build that I want to try out today. So I've put this Frostmage build together, and we can see it on the screen right now. Let's get over to the troops. So in the lead we've got Kreishound. Have an enemy's armor and life, create 9 to 13 blue gems. I've never used this one before. I just upgraded and traded it for this stream so we can take a look. Gain +1 life for each brown ally, reduce damage from skulls by 50%, and gain bonus brown mana from brown gem matches. So this is going to be my tank in the lead. Then under him we have the classic Leprechaun, which I've never really used, but it seems to be a popular troop. I'm going to give it a try today. The Leprechaun explodes 12 green gems boosted by my gold and gains 20 gold, so this is a way to like mix up the board, get a bit of, I think when you blow up these gems, it destroys a gem and all 8 gems around it. Skulls deal 1 damage, and you get 50% of mana generated, so it's a bit of a mana generator as well, plus a gold farmer. And gains 2 bonus gold on 4 or 5 gem matches. You gain bonus green mana from green gem matches, and you start battles with full mana, empowered. So I'm going to try the Leprechaun. We're also going to have the Frostmage himself with the Orb of Winter in 3rd place, which I find a little unusual, but I'm going to try it on the advice of this particular individual. I usually like to go in last place so that I get extra bonus magic damage, but we're going to play with the trait tree and I'll show you how that looks. And then in last place we're going to put the Frostfire King. And I've used this troop in a couple of events. I kind of like this troop. Deals 32 splash damage to 2 random enemies, burns the first group and freezes the second group. So I like this because my Frostmage classic deck is a little light on freeze. So now I'm going to get a bit of fire and ice going on. I'm curious to see how that affects my DPS. We're not going to be doing a delve, so the first trait is kind of a waste on this one, which is probably why I haven't really used it. But I'll be immune to Mana Drain, Silence, Fairy Fire, and Deathmark, which is kind of good actually, because it seems the final troop is always getting Deathmarked. And Frostfire Aura, I'll freeze and burn a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems, so we'll get some more freeze and fire going on, which is pretty interesting. For the class, of course, it's going to be the Frostmage class, which is fully leveled up and traded. The talent tree is a little different, so we're going to go with Snap Freeze, which will freeze a random enemy at the start of battle. We're going to be immunity to Frozen. Usually I've gone with Mage Lord because I'm in last position, which gives me that +2 magic. But since we're not in last place, we're going to be immune to Frozen, which is kind of nice. Looking forward to enjoying that. Anti-Magic Sphere, reduce damage from spells by 20%. That's pretty standard for Frostmage. Start battles with 50% mana, of course. Antiquity, since the Orb of Winter is a relic, definitely select this trait to gain 4 magic when using relics. This one's new for me, so usually I go with Water Mastery for this trait, which gives me bonus blue mana from blue gem matches. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to explode 1 yellow gem on 4 or 5 gem matches. Boomstick Fancy Pants says this is essential, and I've never really tried it, so let's try that out. And once again, the level 100 trait, I don't really have anything that can take full advantage of it, I don't think. Let's see, Elementals, Mystics, Merfolk. Do I have any of that? What are my troops? So that's a Construct, a Beast. That's a Fae. I'm a Fae. I guess the Frostfire King is an elemental, so let's tune up for that. So elementals gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. That's gonna be kind of interesting for the Frostfire King to be gaining all that magic because we're gonna be casting a lot of spells. So let's try Lord of Storms. So, what's the best way to test this out, guys? I think maybe PvP is the acid test. Let's try it out against the classic skeleton key deck and see how we do. Now, something this deck lacks, which I'm probably going to miss, is gem conversion. Gem conversion is one of the ways that I have classically prevented the skeleton key decks from getting brown in the past. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I forgot to mention the banner. I think I'm using the sunken banner. We'll take a look at that in a second. So I'm going to take this black and the skull. Oh, I'm using my old deck. Hang on, let's finish this, and then I'll try the new deck. So this is my classic Frostmage. This is good actually. So you get a benchmark. You can see, you know, how it looks. A lot of you are familiar with it. I really like this build an awful lot. It's fast. It's a little fragile though. Definitely a little fragile. Skeleton keys ready to proc, eh? I'm gonna have to eat it. But I think that's pretty much it. We just have his backup thieves to deal with, which can be annoying, but they're certainly not as deadly as the skeleton key hero itself. So we'll just clean him up real fast. If we can get some blue here. Does quite a bit of damage with that 50 skull hit. Man, I got no blue. It can be annoying dealing with these cleanups. And I keep taking skull hurts. Alright, I can do an ice storm. There we go. Go away. You think Lightning Strike is better, eh, Lashahara? I'm looking forward to trying it. So there's my classic Frostmage against a Skeleton Key Tier 2 deck. Let's try out this this new Frostmage build. So this one looks interesting. It's Mountain Crusher, which I usually hate, but let's try fighting this guy anyway. And instead of using my Frostmage best, we're going to use this new deck I just made, if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it was up here. Wasn't that high. Where'd I put it? I think I called it Frostmage Alt. Don't tell me I lost it. Where is it? There it is. And just to take a look at that banner, we're going to be using the sunken banner, which I was a little puzzled with at first, because I would think, you know, why would I take away green from myself when the leprechaun uses green? Part of the reason for this is I'm always blowing up green, so whatever, and I'll get the +2 on blue, which I like, but I'll also get a bonus for +1 on red. Alright, so let's try this new deck. I might be a little slow. And Lashahara, this one does have Lightning Strike enabled. So I guess the best thing to do is just proc this guy right away and see what you get. Okay, still a pretty fast charge on the Frostmage, at least for now. I'm getting some lucky matches here for sure. Okay, I'm curious about this Frostfire King. 34 splash damage. Yeah, that was kind of fun. Made short work of that tier 2 deck. Let's try a few more and see how it fares against a variety of decks. But Valkyrie should be aware don't choose yellow. I'm not sure what you mean by that, La Shahara. Can you give me can you try to rephrase that? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't have Valkyrie in this deck. Alright, let's proc that guy. He's kind of fun, eh? Kind of half charges all of your troops. Oh, I think Valkyrie was in the last deck, maybe, that I was fighting. I didn't notice. I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes, I don't notice details. Alright, so I know I take a negative on green. Let's charge up Leprechaun with purple. You know, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I think I should try a harder deck, because this is too easy. And see how it fares against the long fight. Let's try something that definitely will probably lose. I'm way outranked here. There's about a 3k team score spread, but let's see how we do. Again, we'll start off with this guy. I mean, it's a good opener for sure. Using that Leprechaun, I'm kind of liking it. What does the Crystal Chomp do again? Have an enemy's armor and life and create a bunch of blue gems. Yeah, sure. Let's take out Hero here, or at least bring him down to size. This is still turn 1. I'm loving this. Oh, right. I explode gems on 4 matches now, don't I? Well, we're fully charged up. I don't really want to take that skull hit, though. I get another turn. Alright, let's proc the Frostfire King. So we got everyone in flames, we got everyone frozen that can be frozen. Oh, he had a shield on, didn't he? Ouch. So I've already lost my tank. He shielded again. Yeah, some of these upper level decks get a little insane. Whoops, get over here. Definitely my muscle memory. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Well, at least I took his hero with me. What can I do? Purple, green, or blue? I wonder if I can win this. I don't know. He's still shielding over there. I've got to waste a turn here, sadly. Oh, lucky proc. Ooh, if I can get one more volley in, I can actually win this. Would you look at that? Well, this is a pretty good deck. I thank you very much, Boomstick Fancy Pants, for recommending it. I just took out a tier 3 deck that was 3,000 team level points ahead of me with that deck. Works really well. Let's try one more. I guess I just gotta take that. And I'm already charged. Wow. I kind of like that exploding, the lightning storm, or whatever that thing is. Yeah, I agree, Lashhair. This is a nice concept deck. Look at all that purple. Oh, he's stealthy. I can't chomp him. Let's bring that one down to size. Alright, the Frostfire King's immune to Deathmark, although I see my Frostmage is Deathmarked. I kind of want to take the skull, but I kind of also want to use the DPS while I have it. Looks like I got a second chance. Let's use this leprechaun. I really like how fast the recharges are. That leprechaun is... I have underappreciated the leprechaun all this time. Okay, so all that we've got left is the enemy troop with one of these weapons I really hate fighting called Life and Death. I wonder if I can win this. Let's see how it goes. I guess I can have his life here. Let's do that. Oh, I need one more. Oh, he's about to proc too. That skull's a waste of time. And my leprechaun is webbed. I think that... Oh, he still did quite well. So the leprechaun is even powerful even when webbed. That's good to know. Oh, it's over. It's over. The death mark got me. And now we're just going to deal with a spider swarm. I wonder if this is an orb weaver deck. Oh. Have I mentioned I don't like fighting life and death? Now you see why. I don't think there's any way to win this now. We were so close, but now we are so far away. Yep. Oh well, we tried. Life and Death is a really hard deck to fight. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for that boomstick, Fancy Pants. I really enjoyed that. Maybe what I'll try, even though we probably... I haven't done any of my dailies yet, so I'll run you through them real quick with this alternate deck, and we'll see if I can run them any faster, or if it's about the same speed or slower. Let's give it a try. I mean, it's nice, right? I'm already charged. I would say that's just as fast. Anybody running a timer? Let's see how fast I can do my dailies today. Whoops. I'm so used to my mage being in the last position. I'm hitting the wrong button a lot. Mosasaurus. I find some of the names of troops entertaining in this game. It's kind of like the developers have come up with so many names and so many concepts. They're like, what are we going to call this new troop? And they're like, well, we could mix nature with like dinosaur. It could be like Mosasaurus. Well, but what does he do? He attacks somebody and submerges himself and flips them around. It's kind of like they're like throwing darts at an idea board, trying to come up with like new combinations of troops to make. And you know, I'm gently mocking them because the amount of troops in this game and the amount of variation that the developers have added over the years, I'm really quite amazed. It's a simple little game. It's an old game from 2014, so what's that make it? Like a 7-year-old game now, but it endures. It's actually a fun little game to play. And the fact that the developers add new content every week and keep on top of giving us new events to do, I like it. Definitely a solid development team behind Gems of War. Well, we're mowing through our dailies pretty quick with this alternate deck. It's not too bad. Aside from me slipping up with my button pushes here due to my mage being in an alternate position. I really like that explode. That explode is nice. That new trait. Taking a while to charge myself this time though on this one. I guess sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Makes my heart glad to see them all on fire though. Well, they were. I guess she isn't. I can only... That's an interesting troop. You're never going to kill anyone with this guy. You're only ever going to have their life. So not a finishing blow troop. More of a cutting down to size troop, I would say. Alright. Looks like the final tier of daily quests today award gems, which is nice. You never have enough gems. They're way too easy to spend is what it is. So here's... This start is a little slower. I've got nobody exactly charged. And I guess I'll use Crystal Chomp for those blue gem procs. I guess that's my gem creator, aside from Leprechaun, who explodes gems, but the Crystal Chomp. 5 gems, nice. Next one's 8 gems. That one was pretty fast. Alright, one left. How long have I been? How many minutes? Is it faster than 5 minutes to do my 9 dailies? I think this is going to be a multi-volley. Oh, there's one left. Oh, and he respawned. Oh, here we go. We got dragon eggs on the loose. Wow, that Frostfire King's fun. I haven't been using him much. 12 more gems for that, sweet. What else should I do? Might as well do the dungeons. Yellow. I like the yellow dungeons. Mostly because I really need those, well, I'll show you. I'll show you after I'm done doing the 3 dungeons here. Actually, it'll be interesting to see how this deck does dungeons. It seems pretty quick. Bit of a lull now, but... Yeah, that's fun. I guess I kind of like the fact that I've got 2 ways of gaining DPS with this alternate deck. I'm so used to only being able to dish out the DPS with the Frostmage and being very dependent on that. It's nice to have the backup with Frostfire King down there, who does splash damage. You know, this might be the cure for the Achilles heel of this deck, which has been submerged enemies. I have a lot of trouble with submerged because the Orb of Winter cannot hit submerged enemies. So now I've got 2 different kinds of DPS in this alternate deck, which is kind of fun. Wow, I'm still not charged. All right, let's chomp somebody. There we go. Alright, one more to go. Picking up those yellow topazes. Gems are fun to get in this game. They have a lot of uses. You can summon troops with gems. You can also build celestial trait stones using gems. Using the Soul Forge. So I like this deck. I think it's a tiny bit slower in some respects, but that might just be because I'm not used to playing it. But even though it's a tiny bit slower than my usual Frostmage deck, it has greater versatility. I can see its potential. So on yellow dungeon day, I really like to buy the second gem bounty for those 4 runic wind trait stones. It seems like I never have enough of the runic wind and runic fire trait stones. Plus you get some more topazes, some diamonds, some souls, some shards. I could buy the daily deal. It's tempting for the 50 diamonds, absolutely, except 150 gems. If I do this every day, I'll be broke all the time, so I usually just buy the bottom tier to get those trait stones. Alright, am I going to do anything else today? I think that's enough. I have other things I need to do today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching this alternate Frostmage build. Again, thank you Boomstick Fancy Pants for your idea. Feel free to like and comment on my videos. If you give me an alternate deck to try, I'll probably try it in my next live stream. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.